Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. I'm Lisa, this is Rooted Souls Tarot and it's very lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. So, this is your weekly reading, Sagittarius, so whenever you pick this up, next 7 days. I've got these lovely Herbiary Oracle cards. We'll use these to see what's going on with you, then we'll dive a little bit deeper with a Woodland Warden's card and some tarot cards. I've got the Lightseers tarot deck today again, as usual, because it's my favourite. Okay, right, what's going on with you, Sagittarius? Let's have a look. We'll have 2 cards. We'll have that one, and we will have that one, and we'll drop the rest of them. Right. Interesting. Pocket of protection. And we've got rewild. I actually think this is about protecting your authenticity. And that's what I immediately have just heard. So we've got the quail and gooseberry. Anticipation. I can barely read that because I'm blind as a bat. There we go. Anticipation. So waiting for something this week, waiting for something with anticipation. What's happening with you that you might be waiting for something to happen. But more than anything, I really feel that this is about you protecting your authenticity, about not letting people make you feel less than, not letting other people or other situations, make you into something that maybe you're not. It's about you showing up as you this week. Right. Let's have a little bit of a look with these cards. Checking my microphone's on there. Cannot tell you the amount of times I've started readings and not had microphone on. Oh, drop one on the floor. Bit more of a shuffle. What's going on with Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know this week? Oops. Oh, more fingers and thumbs today. Right. 6 of Cups. 3 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Right, King of Cups, 6 of Cups. For me, this very much feels like you need to be you. The you that you came into this world as, the person that is the true you. And maybe it's the person that you can, you can actively connect with, you as being a child. When we're children, we often just do things because we enjoy it, don't we? We often just take joy in certain things because that is authentic to who we are. We behave in a certain way because that is authentic to who we are. Obviously, there's exceptions to that for people that have maybe been in difficult childhood situations. But I think for you, Sagittarius, this is definitely about preserving the true you, about not letting anybody take that away from you this week. I do apologise, my words are tripping out and I'm throwing things all over the place and it's not good, is it, Sagittarius? I do apologise now. Right. The World. The King, the Knight of Cups. So I think, Sagittarius, you're setting off on a new phase, a new cycle. I think things are shifting and you have got the opportunity to start something new, to start afresh, to begin something new, or to begin something in a different way. And I think that you are having the opportunity, and I think it's really important that you remember your authenticity, remember who you are, not you know, not getting dragged into doing things or being somebody or dressing in a certain way because of other people's opinions, because of how other people are making you feel about situations. It's about being you. And what do you want? What would make you happy? We've got the Knight of Cups there. It's about moving towards your happiness, moving towards your love, moving towards, you know, joy. What deep at your core makes you happy? You know, it's a really deep question, that, and one that when we really think about it, it can be quite difficult to get to the root of. And I think you've got this opportunity to start afresh, to start doing things that are going to make you happy. But the thing is, what is that? So I think maybe a little bit of a period of introspection might be required for you this week. You know, even a short one. What makes me happy? And really just sitting with that throughout the week, and being true to yourself, because you deserve to be true to yourself. Right. I'm just drawn down to that pocket of protection there. It's really important to protect your authenticity this week, it feels. And because I think because you are starting that new cycle, you know, it would be very easy to go along with the flow of what other people want, of what is expected of you, of what people have come to expect. And I feel like you've got this opportunity, this window of opportunity that's opening up for you, where you can actually be true to you and be your true authentic self. The question is, are you going to take it? Are you going to roll with that energy? Are you just going to keep going as you have? We've got the Three of Cups as our next card. The Three of Cups is about celebrating with your nearest and dearest. It's about connections with the people that are important within your life. And I'm guessing that the people that are important in your life, that you have got that deep connection with, want you to be your authentic self. They want, maybe they can see the true you, the you that maybe has been hiding under lots of layers of conditioning, of life stuff. The person that's underneath all that, maybe they can see that. And I think this week, if you're daring to strip back some of those layers and turn up as who you are, and show up in the things that you enjoy doing that make you truly happy, then they are only ever going to be really happy for you and really contented for you. We've got the Ten of Wands there. The Ten of Wands is carrying a heavy burden, and the Moon. I feel like a lot of you have felt burdened by this inauthenticity, by this facade that and maybe you've put out there for others to see. And I feel like it has been a weight. It has weighed you down an awful lot. The thing with the Ten of Wands, it's almost time to put those wands down. So it's almost time for you to move that facade to one side, and for let people to see who you really are. And I feel quite emotional, and my heart's really, really hurting when I'm saying this to you. And I think this is going to come in different shapes and forms. Obviously, it's general reading. Maybe some of you, it lies within your sexuality. For others of you, it could just be that you've been that conditioned throughout your childhood, throughout your life, that you are this certain person, and situations have made you have maybe a crispy shell on the outside. People can't see the soft, lovely centre on the inside. But I think now's that time, now's that opportunity to clear this out of the way, to start brushing all of those things to one side, and for you to start feeling comfortable and confident enough to be who you really are. We've got the Moon there. That's very deep. That's really deep emotional stuff that's been within you, stuff that has that maybe you've held inside for a lot of years, for a long time, and you've been too scared to bring it out into the light. Let's have another few cards. I feel really emotional for you, Sagittarius. It's time to clear the way, to get rid of, you know, people's expectations of you, how people expect you to show up into the world. Now's the time for you to be your true authentic self, to have the confidence, because you are amazing. The authentic you and the non-authentic you is pretty flipping amazing. Let's have a look. Right. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here as our next card. The Nine of Pentacles is you starting to feel the benefits of your work, of the energy that you're putting into things. And so whether that is in life generally, whether that you have been, you know, you've been putting a lot of time and energy into your work situation, to your home situation, your relationship situation, and things are starting to feel good. Things are starting to feel like they're going your way. You're feeling abundant, you're feeling more confident, and maybe that is why you are, I want to say, questioning your authenticity. I think you've had a little bit of an epiphany moment, and maybe a realization that actually you aren't being true to yourself as you could be. And I think you have been feeling very intuitive, connected to yourself, and almost a little bit psychic. And I think that there's a mixture between this connection to self and this real epiphany moment. This maybe something somebody said, something's happened, something that's happened on the news, something that's happened on the, you know, that you've read in the newspaper, and it's just, I think these three things are the catalyst to you realizing that maybe you're not being true to yourself. So the confidence that comes with doing well, the confidence and the self-confidence, the self-worth that comes with doing well, the deep intuitive side of you, that deep connection to yourself, and that tower moment of that sudden epiphany moment. I think these are the three things that have come together and have been the catalyst for you realising that actually I'm not happy. I'm not happy the way that other people perceive me. This is not the true me. This isn't me. And that desperate feeling, that desperate longing for people to actually start knowing you and start actually start seeing you for who you are. I feel like there's a real need for that. We've got the Nine of Wands. I think you've been through some tough stuff, Sagittarius. And I think that's what's brought you to this place that you are now. That's maybe, like I say, a lot of conditioning, a lot of situations, stuff happening that has brought you to who you are now, and how you are showing up in the world now. And it's time to move on from that. It's time to move on from that. It's time, you know, you have battled through and you have kept going and kept ploughing forwards, but there's just been something missing, I feel, and that something missing is your authentic self. I think it's time you brought your authentic self to the party and you started letting the guests of the party, the people in your life, see who you really are, who you truly are. And I know that can be really scary. I know that firsthand. It can be extremely scary. But this is something that I feel that you are. That's an almost overwhelming urge, Sagittarius. Page of Cups. Temperance. The Page of Cups is open-hearted. He is not afraid to be vulnerable. He is kind, he's loving, he's compassionate, but more than anything, he is his authentic self. And so We've got the Temperance card here. The Temperance is about, it's about balance. It's about being grounded in reality. But it's also, you know, it's a little guardian angel there in the background. You are being protected. You are being looked after. And it's okay for you to let go, essentially. Because I feel that's what, you know, it's as if like you need permission to let go, permission to be yourself. Do you give yourself permission? Because that's the only way that you're going to get it. You don't need to seek a permission from outside. Are you ready? Are you ready to let go? Are you ready to move on? To move on with that Nine of Wands, persistence, moving forwards, you know, leaving the stuff that's gone on in the past behind, moving onwards. The Page of Cups, he's there, he's open-hearted, he's ready to give it a go, he's ready to, you know, to just be himself. You know, you're being loved, you're being protected, you're being watched over, you're being guided. It's just up to you now. Do you give yourself permission to let go? We've got the Five of Pentacles as our next card. The Five of Pentacles is fear of lack. And I think for you, this is fear of lack of maybe approval, lack of love, lack of not receiving the receiving what you want from the people around you. But do you know what? The people who matter will love you, and actually probably will know you more than you know yourself. And also see those things that you think you've been hiding under that crispy shell. They'll have seen it and they'll know it about you already. And with the Five of Pentacles, it is a perceived lack. It's not actually lack. It's just a case of maybe coming at it from a different perspective. There's always a solution to the Five of Pentacles. You see there? There's a key there to unlock the problem, to solve the problem. And actually, I think in this case it's just you showing up as you. Queen of Pentacles, look how confident she is, look how nonchalant she is about her pentacle. Look at the way she just sat there, she's just vibrating really high, she's confident, she's effortless in the way that she draws the things that she wants towards her. And I think you feeling that lack of, she's just the counter, you know, the opposite to that. She's doesn't even think about it. She draws naturally towards her the things that she wants and she needs. And I actually think that that's you. I think if you just, you know, if you just have this air of confidence about you, if you've been truly authentic to yourself, then you know, the things that you feel like you're lacking in are just going to come towards you naturally, because you're in alignment with who you are, because you're being authentic, and the important people, the important things, the important stuff are going to flow towards you like a magnet, because you're in alignment, because you're being you, and it's all about, life's all about authenticity. When we try to be something we're not, when we show up in a way that isn't in alignment with ourselves, that's where the energy gets blocked, and the energy doesn't flow the way that it needs to, and so life doesn't flow the way that it needs to. When we're in an authentic place, when we are being in alignment with the energy that we want to attract, then it naturally comes towards us. I've got my favourite card in the pack next, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about moving forwards with confidence. Again, confidence. She is she's entrepreneurial, she's smart, she's magical. She turns things into something amazing. So she turns, you know, again, that entrepreneurial energy of turning one thing into something else. She's very positive, she's very can-do, and I think by being your authentic self, by showing up in the world as you know, in this raw, unabridged version of you, you are going to be successful. You are going to bring the things towards you that you would like. You are going to be able to be fiery and passionate and just be amazing, because you're doing the thing that you want to do. You're doing it in the way that you want to do. You are enjoying life because you are just being you. And that's a really, really powerful thing when we get to the point where we can actually be the true us. That is amazing. It is so freeing. It is so liberating, and only good things will come of it. And I think you know that this is going to come towards you. I think you know that that's going to be the result of you just showing up in the world as you, being the true, authentic you. But I think you're feeling a little bit scary about it. But, you know, you're starting this brand new cycle that's offering up happiness and joy and potential love. And I think you're going for it this week, Sagittarius. Are you going to show up as the authentic you? Are you going to throw away all those layers of stuff that have been holding you back for all of this time? I'd love to know. Please let me know in the comments. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if this resonates with you on any level. In the meantime, you look after yourself. Stay open, stay rooted, stay magical. And I will catch up again with you very, very soon.